Good day, students. The lesson today is ratio and proportion. The most essential learning competency defines and illustrates the meaning of ratio and proportion using concrete or pictorial models. Let us have our practice number 1. The figure tells us that 1 in every 3 squares are black, while the rest are white. So therefore, if there is 1 black, there are 2 white squares. If there are 2 black squares, there are 4 white squares. Try to find out how the pattern of number goes, or what was the number multiplied. Then complete the table. Your 30 seconds starts now. Let us have another practice. This time there are green and yellow circles. Let us compare the color's quantity and its relationship to one another by finding out the pattern of the numbers. Your 1 minute starts now. Congratulations to those who answered correctly. Let's proceed now to study and learn number 1. The introduction part shows how to compare two things or quantities. In practice 1, you compare the black squares to the white squares, while in practice 2, you compare the green circles to yellow circles. This concept is called ratio. Let us further study this with our activity number 1. In Mrs. De La Rosa's grade 6 math class, there are 22 girls and 19 boys. Question number 1. What is the ratio of girls to boys? Okay, so you are correct. That's 22 is to 19. Next question. What is the ratio of boys to girls? Okay, 19 is to 22. Next question. What is the ratio of girls to the number or to the total number of students? That's 22 is to 41. Based on your answers, how many ways can we write ratio? Okay, correct. We have 3 ways to write ratio. So I want you to match the column A with column B to identify the ways of writing a ratio. Refer to your answers in numbers 1 to 3. Write the letter of the correct answer on the blank. Okay, so number 1, that is letter D. We call it as the word form. Number 2, that is C. We call it as a colon form because we are using colon. And number 3, that's letter A, which is the fraction form. So those are the 3 ways in writing a ratio. We have the fraction form, we have the word form, and the colon form. Remember this, ratio is a comparison of two things or quantities. It can be written in 3 ways. We have the colon form, the fraction form, and the word form. Study and learn too. Since we have learned that ratio is a comparison of two quantities, let us now find out the term we use when we compare ratios. To find out if they are equal, we need to know if the extremes and the means are the same. The extremes are the terms or numbers written on the leftmost and rightmost part. In this example, the extremes are 1 and 14. The means are the term or numbers written inside. In this example, the means are 2 and 7. Let us multiply the extremes, then the means. As what you are seeing, they have the same product. So it means they are equal or proportional to one another. If the ratio is written in fraction form, you just get the cross product. If the product of the extremes and the means are same, the two ratios are called proportional to each other. They are also called proportion. Proportion is the comparison of two equal ratios. Activity number 2. Write a check mark if the two ratios being compared are proportional and an X mark if not on the space before the number. For number 1 and number 2, you just multiply the means and the extreme, then find out if they are proportional or not. In number 3, change it first to colon form or in fraction form, then find out if they are proportional. In number 4, since they are written in fraction form, you just have to know the cross product.